no, your mom put on football.
The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler.
Good afternoon, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. Dealer here, relaxing on a Sunday. Crazy Picker Life. Sunday's a family day, it's a non-work day. Second day with no caffeine. Yesterday was a doozy. Today had the luxury of taking a good nap and resting a bit. Talk about that for a minute, I guess. Going to talk about that a little bit. Going to talk a little bit about goals, and then I guess we're going to head over to the office in our fun room over there, and nobody except Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler have had a chance to use our new TV set, our big TV that we won with our in-office contest. And so we're going to watch a ant video, I guess. That's what they want to do. They want to watch the March of the Ants or some kind of crazy big screen ant video. And then my wife wants to watch some football, even though the Packers aren't playing. She wants to test it out and see some Kansas City Chiefs, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. Frankly, I could care less. I'll just sit and relax. I'm really not much of a watcher. I used to watch a lot of movies, and I used to sit idle like that. I don't do that a lot anymore. Most of my idle sitting is somewhere quiet, just watching the breeze and just watching the kids. Either that or I'm doing something. I do watch plenty of movies and TV and things like that, and YouTube, but I usually watch it when I'm listing or in between packing. I've got a couple screens everywhere I go, so I can dual purpose. So just to clarify on the caffeine and the alcohol thing, that is for October only. I got some comments that sounded like I was quitting drinking forever. Caffeine or alcohol or beer especially. Not true. So why would I do that? That's maybe a question that's out there, and today I'm asking myself the same thing a little bit, as there certainly is caffeine withdrawal. I don't know if there's as much withdrawal with coffee and coffee drinks as there is with those crazy sugary rock star drinks. Those are killers, man. They do the job when you need it, but if you ever get into the cycle of drinking those things, coming off of those is pretty challenging. My body goes through a whole like kidney liver cleanse where it's like, oh my goodness, you finally stopped. Oh, probably not good for you. So here's how it goes. I don't really condone or say that people should drink coffee, although it tastes good, and obviously it gives you the zing effect. The energy drinks, same thing. They don't all taste good, but they certainly can give you a zing. I don't know why I get in the cycle of having them. I mean, other than the enjoyment part, because I know it's an up and down roller coaster. Beer's a whole nother story. A lot of people say, oh, nobody likes the taste of beer. I actually like beer once in a while, and got some flies. It's fly time out here in the near west. They found me. They aren't so bad until they want to like land on you and bite you. This one seems to think I'm dinner. So I go through a cycle of taking a month off like this, and it really helps my running and my concentration, and it helps me to even some things out. But my life is not even, so I end up pushing it, either on purpose, which is one of my tendencies. I'm a go-getter. And then, there are other things where you have to do stuff, you want to do stuff, you know, you get yourself sort of burnt out, and then the next day is even harder, whatever. So I'll pick up something easy like an energy drink, and sometimes I even have natural ones. They don't seem to do much for me though. They don't have as much stimulant in them, I guess. And you know, coffee and coffee drinks, those taste good, and again, they've got that caffeinated effect. After a while of giving in to the temptation of having them, then I seem to be on them, or I seem to be drinking them more often, and it tends over time to spiral and spiral a little bit until, you know, it's a daily thing, and even a couple times a day sometimes when you're really pushing it. And then, you know, that's got a downside. Your body starts rebelling a bit, and they're not as effective, and so that can be a pro for a while and a downward cycle. Same with beer. You know, it'd be good to have a couple, 1 or 2 or 3 a week, maybe 1 day a week. I like that pace. Work hard, have a beer at the end of the day. Work hard, have a beer at the end of the week. Maybe go out with Lon and have a couple at a dinner that's once every week or once every other week. Then, you know, then it's like, okay, it's available, it tastes good. Have a couple after listing every night. Then you have a few more, and then pretty soon you're having a few nights where you just drink it all night. And again, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think I, you know, go over the edge. I don't put anybody in danger, none of that. But it starts to take you to a place that is non-productive, or at least not as productive, not as clear thinking. You can get a little foggy from that sometimes. Couple that with the ups of energy drinks and coffee. You can go up, down, up, down, up, down, all around. So my tendency, and I'm not really slamming it in a sense that I don't think I'm going to stop this tendency, I'm just explaining it. Some people say that when you watch yourself on YouTube, that's your biggest mirror. And so I just noticed myself going, you know, when I edit this video, I tend to watch it. So I see myself and I'm like, oh, that's really you sometimes, you know, sometimes. So my tendency is to say, whoa, halt, month off, set a goal, 30 days, no caffeine, no energy drinks, no booze, no beer, no fun. And by the end of 15 days, I'm starting to feel pretty good, more energy, that type of thing. 30 days, I'm feeling really good and really productive. And so then, you know, you celebrate a little bit. You have a beer at the end of the week, and on Saturday maybe you go picking real early and real late, so you have an energy drink or coffee somewhere there, and thus the cycle begins again. 6 months later or whatever, you're in the same spot, want to start over again. Now I know there are those of you out there that would say that that's an addiction, you know, you're a alcoholic, you're trouble, you should just quit forever, you shouldn't spend your money there. I've heard it all from myself, from my spouse, from other people. That's just how I do it, so there you go. Feeling all right today. Probably because I got like 10 plus hours of sleep. Dealer's gonna do what dealer's gonna do. However, this is a vlog and I'm recording some things, and you know, there's things to learn. I was thinking that someday maybe when I'm gray and old, I'll watch these again, and or maybe some of my family will. I want them to pick up some good things from these. However, you know, life is stressful. I don't think I'll do it because I know there's some people out there that can beat me at this, but there's not a lot of people that can keep pace with me. Some can. Some of you can. Some of you are younger than me. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Part of the upside, and then I'll move on to goals for a minute here. Part of the upside of cleaning out like this, and just another side note, I mean, I eat a lot of good foods. I eat organic foods, drink a lot of water, do exercise, take vitamins, do power shakes, all kinds of things, natural and wellness oriented, and that, you know, I came from that whole side of things. So I've got kind of a organic wellness, healthy, unhealthy, caffeinated, alcoholic cocktail going here at all times, I guess. Well, that's that. So let's talk about goals. Several of you, a dozen or so, submitted goals, which I would call, you know, you put yourself out there and submitted some goals. When I was talking about goals a couple days ago, when I announced my October personal goal of listing 10 items a day, 5 days a week when I'm in the office, which is 5 days a week, and maybe a Saturday if we don't go picking. So, you know, 200 plus items, give or take, for the month. And actually it won't be give or take, because there's 21 days, I already counted them, that I'll be in the office, that I'm planned in the office. That's 210 plus a possible Saturday or two. So that's my minimum. Couple of things I do on goals to make sure they happen, because I don't set goals as wishes. I don't set goals as I hope I get that. I don't just set frivolous goals. When I set a goal, I hit it most of the time. For me, a goal has to push me, but it shouldn't be unrealistic. I didn't say I was going to list 40 items a day, which I probably could do for a day or two, and then I'd spiral out of control in the rest of my life. So that, you know, they should be realistic, but they should push you. You should write them down, make them known. It's tough to do, but you should make them known to a few people who will hold you accountable. I made mine known to Lon, my wife, obviously Wheeler, Banana Peeler, everybody knows on the vlog. Make them known. Have somebody that can be an accountability partner. Some of you have made your goals known to me. I read every one of them. I'm not going to come to your house and you know, shake a finger at you, but you know, that's a step. BP.
Sam wiped dog poop on my arm.
Sam wiped dog poop on your arm. Typical. That doesn't happen every day, but it's always something. I also saw Banana Peeler riding Sam's cycle when I told him he shouldn't be riding Sam's cycle. That's for Sam, so I guess Sam got his revenge. So accountability. Another thing you need to do is trackability. You need to do checkpoints on your goals. For us, for me, it's every day. I put my numbers on a board. I can see if I'm making it or not. Hour by hour, I'm living it, so I know if I'm going to make it. If it gets to the end of the night and I didn't make it, I have two choices. Stop and quit the contest, stop and ruin my goal, or stay late, but I know where I'm at. So if some of you said I'm listing X for the month, and if you set goals like that before, like I'm listing 200 items for the month, $6,000, if you've set goals like that before and you get to the end of the month and you're falling short, you need some checkpoints. For me, 10 a day, every day, that's a checkpoint. You may not want to do something that hard and stringent because your life is up and down like mine, and some days listing 10 is nearly impossible but you still do it. And some days listing 10 is easy because you list 10 of the same thing.
Are we going to work to watch some Chiefs game and
Well, yeah, I thought there were showers happening.
okay?
Damn flies. Just one fly gets around. So you might need some checkpoints. Checkpoints will help you readjust your pace. For me, there's no readjusting my pace. I mean, when I get to 10 most nights, I'm probably going to quit listing unless I force an 11th out of me. But there's always a backstock of other things to do that as soon as I'm done, I got to get done with those. So the next day I can do 10 again. That's just what's going to work. So your goals need to have checkpoints, or it's better to have checkpoints. It's much easier to slide your goal and procrastinate it if you don't. You should have a reward for your goal if you make it, even if it's a small monetary type reward. It doesn't have to be a monetary type reward, but it needs to be something that will reward you. That helps. People respond out of the ordinary in two ways. They react to pain or they react to pleasure. If you have a goal to hit and you have some pleasure, i.e. some sort of reward at the end of the tunnel, that could pull you towards your goal. If you have pain associated with something, you may also hit your goal. My pain would be coming to you on YouTube and saying, I didn't hit my 10. See, I only got 8, or I gave up early and only have 3 today. I would not, I would hear it. I would hear it from YouTube. I would hear it from Lon. I would hear it from Wheeler and everybody else, myself especially. I'd be like, oh, that would be painful. Now, there's nobody going to take a hammer and break my thumb and forefinger and say, well, tomorrow don't do that again, or we'll come back for the rest of the hand. It's not that kind of pain in this particular instance. However, you know, people will make all kinds of funny things. If I don't hit my goal, if I do hit my goal, I'm going to Disneyland. If I don't hit my goal, you come. I'm jumping in the 30-degree water at the polar bear swim. You know? And then you got to tell that to people that are going to hold you accountable one way or another. Otherwise, you know, you can snake out of it. I've had some people I've worked with that have set these kind of goals, and then they snake out of them when they don't make it, or when they make it. Because some of them, they're like, I'm going skydiving when I make it. And then they don't go skydiving because they're scared to death. So I took a little flack on my last goal, my inter-office contest, because my goal in you know, I had hit 1,000 a day listing between me and Wheeler and Banana Peeler. I think we had 17 days. I don't have that here, but I'll put that on camera tomorrow before I erase it and put up our new goal board. Well, 17 days I think is what we were in the office last month, which isn't a whole lot. This month it's going to be 21 or maybe even 22 or 23. But we didn't hit 17,000. We hit almost 40,000 listed dollars for the month. 400 items or something. It's like $100 an item. That's good. $40,000. And so when we hit our goal, we were going to get a TV. Well, originally I was going to get a $1,000 or less TV. I ordered an $800 one. They stiffed me. They couldn't get it to me. So I ordered a nicer one, and they got it to me. And then, I'm not going to say this more than once, but Lon's like, you spend all your money on blah, blah, blah TVs. Thanks, Lon. I earned it. So here's the lesson. If you have a spouse or a business partner or somebody that is in your money situation, I guess you probably should run your goal by them, and then they should get it. Hey, I listed $40,000. I bought a $1,300 TV. Put that on the scale. So this month in October, I don't have a goal for dollars, but I think one of my incentives, if I win, I've got to hit 10 a day. One of my pleasure things for hitting 10 a day, I will come up with something if I hit that, because that means I'm going to be making more money. I'm going to be making a lot more money, 10 a day. I don't know if I average 10 a day on a normal month. Now there are some months I actually, in the summer, I probably do more on average. October is a busy month, so 10 a day for me in October. It's critical that I do it. Hi, buddy. You look winded. Did you cross by yourself?
Yes.
Did you look both ways?
Yes.
Okay, you should always have help. I was watching her. We got a one-way street here, but a lot of people go the wrong way, especially if they're from out of town. So I gotta always have my eye on everybody. Her brothers are over there too. So anyway, I'll have a goal for that. October, tough month. What was I saying? Oh, it's critical that I list that though. I've got so much stuff. If I get it listed, and if you get your stuff listed in October, you got a chance to sell it this year during the selling season. So that's good. Let's see what else we were saying. Oh, I mean we're gonna list a lot of dollars worth of items this month. It's gonna be a good month. So the prizes are gonna be good for us. Our inner office goals are gonna be good prizes, fun prizes. Hey, Bod. I guess my TV set is also business expense because we use it to watch our YouTube videos and picker videos. It's a business expense. And by the way, disclaimer, I am not an accountant. Please do not take my CPA advice. Oh my goodness, this world we live in. Sometimes I want to just... let's see, what can we do? Drink 6 beers, strip half naked, have a shotgun and my 6-shooter and run down the street with fireworks, screaming obscenities. I think I should be able to do that if I want. I would make a fool of myself. Isn't that enough? Do you really need to arrest me? I'm not hurting anybody. Unfortunately, it's much worse than that. I mean, today's society, you can practically say like, I buttered my toast for breakfast, and somebody might get offended by that. You might think that you're, oh my goodness, you ate a cow product? I don't know. Warning, when dealer doesn't drink energy drinks and consume alcohol, my brain gets real sharp, and then you never know what might come out of this mouth. Okay, so goals. Have a goal, write it down, make it known, accountability partners, have some checkpoints, make it real, make it a realistic goal, but make it so it stretches you. Make it so you're passionate about it. Is it really something you want to do? If it's just something you have to do, you're in the wrong field. So if you don't like your business, maybe you shouldn't force yourself to break rocks all day long in the hot sun. Maybe you should find something you like to do. I like to list. I like the idea of finding stuff, listing it, selling it, packing it, cashing the check, right? Pleasing somebody on the other end. pain or pleasure, have a reward, have a downside if you need. Don't make your goal. What's going to happen? You make your goal. What's going to happen? I might have missed something there. I've set a lot of goals. I've missed a lot of goals. I've made a lot of goals. Goals work. All right, so I'm going to sit here and relax for real instead of talking to this camera. And then I guess we're heading down for some super relaxing jump around, bounce around my office with 6 kids watching an ant video or some kind of bug video, National Geographic or something crazy where the ants take over the whole forest. And then, if I'm lucky, I'll get to watch some football for my wife's sake, for Lon's sake. I could care less. Go Chiefs. Go Packers. Oops. My wife dresses me and puts little notes on there on what I'm supposed to do every day. Okay, time to take a break, and we'll be at the whatever in the next clip. Where are you guys going, man?
Outside skateboard.
Guess the boys are going skateboarding. And uh-oh, looks like football's on. Looks like somebody plugged in football.
Hi, I'm Max in here.
Whoa.
Hey, Dad, when are we gonna do that ant video?
I don't know, your mom put on football.
No, she says whenever you're ready, right?
Oh, is that right? Okay, well, I'm going to end this video because it's obviously going to be fight over the TV time. Oh my goodness sakes, huh? So, thanks for watching. That is the Sunday edition, the family fun edition. I know I talked a lot about goals and whatever. We didn't do a lot today. Yesterday was our family fun day when we went to Denver. And so, tomorrow will be another day, starting the listing, 10-a-day dealer. I'll be in at 12:01 a.m. most likely to pack orders. That's when my day starts, 1 minute into Monday. Dealer out, pick well, list often.
Dealer production.